Hello everyone, and besides the other series I'm gonna start, I also want to start this series in a brand new year, and it's called PokeThoughts, where, dang it, I meant to say PokeThoughts, sorry. Yeah, so this is where I actually will talk about like a certain topic in the Pokemon world that I really would like to talk about. And thanks to Brandon to the past, I just remembered the thing that Bulbatube wanted me to tell him as soon as I actually make the video. And well, because of freaking Brandon to the past, because I kind of forgot about it. And then all of a sudden, he had the list in his top 50 messed up things about Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. He had to show me that. He had to have, because, oh my gosh, man. So, because of what he just did, and let me do some movie magic real quick. I have to come here and talk about what exactly is it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about the sprites that, when I was little, was completely either A, disturbing, or B, intimidating. Yeah, like seriously intimidating. And one thing I do have to admit is that when it came to going against Haunter, I was okay with Haunter. I was down with him. So, I guess I'm gonna leave the one that really disturbed me at the very end. I'm just gonna start with the ones that really should be talked about because, well, they deserve to. And it's none other than. Actually, no, let's go with the first part. Yeah, we're gonna go with the first one. Yeah, so I'm gonna go down the list from bottom to top and talk about them. So first things first is freaking damn Dragon Knight. I do have to admit, I finished the game. I finished Pokemon Blue in 2001. Yeah, I was actually 11 years old. So I finally actually defeated the Elite Four. Yeah, it took a long time. Well, I had like school and crap, but anyways, one thing I do remember is that when I went against Lance, you had Dragon Knight, and Dragon Knight looked mean. Dragon Knight looked very mean. And this is coming from a kid who, this is coming from a guy. As a kid, I disliked freaking Thomas, the tank engine, because of his mad face, or every single freaking tank engine that can show a mad face. Yeah, this freaking Dragonite right here has a face that was like, I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you. I mean, look at his freaking damn eyes. His horrible eyes. I mean, damn. Yeah, he's messed up. He really is messed up. At least the good news is that when it comes to later years, they made it better. They didn't make him as intimidating as he is. But still, looking back, you can tell that freaking Dragonite is freaking damn intimidating. Alright, next up is the legendary birds. I do have to admit, now, the whole, now with Zapdos, I can see exactly what they're going for, and I think Zapdos is the one that, even after all the years where they finally perfected it to make Zapdos look as if he's from the anime, I doubt to admit Zapdos is the best one out of the three who actually looks like what he should look like. Now, let's go into freaking Articuno and Moltres. Articuno is scary as hell. Seriously. And it was very scary as hell when, I think it's Cycling Road. That's where you go. It's either cycling road or go to the other way of reaching Celadon City. And then when you look at the telescope, guess who you see? Articuno. And that scared the frick out of me. I was like, what the frick? It's like, there's a bird. I see a bird fly to some islands, and then all of a sudden the picture shows up, and there's Articuno. I'm like, what the freaking hell? I mean, look at Articuno. Look at Articuno right now. Articuno is very intimidating looking. It doesn't look whatsoever like he looks like today or in the anime completely. So it's like, yeah. And then you have Moltres, and Moltres also looks intimidating as hell. I do have to admit, when it comes to Zapdos, though, Zapdos was the only one when I was little, when I was starting my journey, that I actually tried to capture. And I do have to admit, after every single pop out of the Pokeball, along with, it says the Pokeball missed. Yeah, it comes to the point of it does turn intimidating, and I don't like looking at him that much. I mean, I can now see him and say, yeah, he looks just like what he should look like. But on the other hand, it's just a messed up point of, oh my gosh, man. At least the good news is that when you use them in battle, you only have to look at the back of them. That's the good news. So yeah, let me just scroll. I think Almanite and Almastar was creepy looking. I think Kabutox was creepy looking. Let's see. Tauros with that one eye that looks at you was creepy looking. Gyarados. Well, Gyarados is Gyarados. And if you weren't freaking intimidated by Gyarados, then I don't know what really is wrong with you. Because, come on, even in the freaking anime, Gyarados was crazy as hell. He was really crazy as hell. Pinsir was messed up. Scyther was crazy to find in Safari Zone. Yeah, he was one of the ones who shows up, and I'm like, oh my freaking gosh, he looks like he's about to stab me. And you're trying to tell me that I don't get to have a Pokemon out? I throw a Pokeball? I don't trust Scyther. I don't freaking trust him. And you know what's worse? It's the fact of, what if I'm a trainer? And heck, remember, the trainer actually is wearing freaking red. His jacket is red. His hat is red. And what does freaking Scyther go crazy on? If he sees red. That should make you freak out. And for anyone who actually is playing now, and now it's like, oh my gosh, you're freaking damn right. Ah! Ah! You're welcome. You're freaking damn welcome. Alright, Snarmy was weird. Staryu was weird. Seadra does look a little bit intimidating, but he's a pushover. I would say Rhyhorn was a little bit weird, a little bit intimidating, but not anymore. Coughing and Wheezing was the pushover. Marowak as a ghost, yeah, that was kind of creepy. I do have to admit that was creepy, but it just comes to the point of when you try to capture it and it says the Pokeball went through. I'm like, man, that's bull crap. This is the only time I ever get to capture Marowak, and you're saying I can't do it? That's bull crap. Alright, next up is Executor. Executor and Execute. Executor is creepy as hell, man. Yeah, he is. It's like as if he was trying to guest star in Are You Afraid of the Dark when he had a freaking... I mean, look at him. All you have to do is just have a night, yeah, put him in a dark room, put freaking flashlight underneath one of his faces. That is scary as frick. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I had a freaking fire type, or dude. Actually, no, he did take advantage of me a little bit. Yeah. I think that was when I actually had Blastoise. Yeah, he took advantage. Execute is weird as hell, but it's because the proportions was weird. It's just the fact of you have a big fat egg and then you have 5 other eggs. I guess, not Cloyster, Kingler, he does look a bit intimidating with his big claws. Cloyster was creepy. I do have to admit, Cloyster was creepy. Dodrio was creepy, but he wasn't that creepy. Let's see. Yeah, then we just scroll up. Tentacruel and Tentacool is just a pain. That's all they were. It's just freaking damn pain. Victory Bell, oh hell no. And Weeping Bell, oh hell no. Yeah, this is not actually, I mean, I'm okay with them. They weren't really that intimidating, but I do have to admit though, they don't look that good. They don't look really promising to me. That's why in Pokemon Gold, I just had a Bellsprout and never evolved it. Let's see. Okay, you have Primate. Yeah, you have freaking Primate. He does look kind of crazy looking. I mean, it seems like he's about to freaking kick you in the face. He's doing like a crane style, about to kick you right in the face. So it's really like, oh my gosh, no, please don't do it. Let's see. Dodrio, yeah, Dodrio is very, 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 very horrible. Yeah, and he was a living nightmare when it came to a showdown because it's like, I want to go to the other route and Dodrio just shows up out of nowhere and I'm like, oh my freaking yeah! And don't make me have to talk about what happened in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh, freaking jeez. I always thought Parasect was gross. Not gross. He was just kind of weird looking. Uh and I let me skip this guy right here right quick so I can get the rest of them before I go to this. If I have to say if there's a number 1 in this whole entire thing, I would leave him for last, which that's what I'm gonna do. Let me see. The starter's okay. I do have to say Beedrill. I don't want to see him in a dark alley, even though technically Beedrill is not that good. Yeah, now he has a Mega Evolution, so yeah, good job on that. Now you make him very, very even worse to meet in a dark alley. And Firo is actually kind of messed up looking. I don't want to see Firo at all in a dark alley in that form. As for Firo today, in the most part of Fire Red and Leaf Green, I actually beat the crap out of Firos. Yeah, to level up a little bit. And now we go to the number 1 dude, the number 1 person that made me not want to play, well, not even want to play. I would still play Pokemon. The only messed up part is this dude right here is single-handedly make me say, hell no, I'm not going to evolve this Pokemon into that. It was later in Pokemon Gold when they changed the sprite, which thank goodness they did. But the Pokemon I'm talking about is none other than freaking notorious Golbat. Now, Golbat was freaking scary as, not scary as freak, he was gross as hell. He was gross as hell. I'm like, how the frick could you put that sprite into this freaking game? I mean, it was so horrible. I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna evolve freaking Zubat. Yeah, it was like horrible. And I was hoping, and let me just say this is that, yeah, I think I didn't notice because when I actually first played Gold, I think I played Crystal or Silver. I'd rather just say I played Silver so at least I could say I played every single one of them. So when I was playing the Blockbuster rental, I don't remember at all exactly what I actually went against and saw. So yeah. Yeah, it's very, very horrible that I only had Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red to play, and now every single time I play it, and thank goodness I haven't really restarted all the time, but still, it's kind of like the point of, dude, that's horrible as hell. Oh my freaking gosh. Yeah, so thank goodness they changed the sprite. And please never again do something like that. Licky is okay. Yeah, Licky is okay. But still, never again do a sprite that's like that. Never again, because I said screw him. Yeah, even if they still had the sprite, I most likely would evolve them and then release them. Because chances are, well, in Pokemon Black and White, I'm actually able to catch a Crobat. So it defeats the purpose of doing the whole friendship thing if I'm able to skip the whole friendship part where I forced to look at him every single time and be like, all right, let's see. Is your friendship up? Oh my gosh, his tongue. My gosh. Put your tongue away. Put it in your mouth, damn it. Oh my gosh, you're not Gene Simmons. But seriously though, that was one of the horrible things I've ever experienced whatsoever in a Pokemon game. Besides the Deoxys thing. Yeah, Deoxys is now one of the highest ranking things that happened just recently. But anyways, that's all I have to say is that the sprites. There's a few of them that are there's a few of them I didn't mention. That basically means that they are cool. I didn't really care about them. I mean, they didn't really. They were a threat, and there's many that I just talked about, which, my goodness, which you basically have many of them that was very intimidating. Which I would like to say, if they somehow do a primal form of Moltres and Articuno, please use the previous, please use the previous sprites to get you inspired, because those sprites were very intimidating. And because those sprites are very intimidating, I would love for you to find some way to fuse what Articuno looks now and what Articuno looks then, and be able to fuse that and make it so that it's kind of a nice nod to Pokemon Red and Blue. Of course, yeah, I'm not trying to say pixelate him, make him like 8-bit and show him in the game. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about do some reconstruction on his face and his everything and make him look like the Pokemon Red and Blue. The one that where you're like, that's supposed to be Articuno? But I saw him in the freaking anime. That's not how it looks like. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I know this was a long time coming, and PokeThoughts most likely will happen once a week, at least. So, yeah, and there you go, Bulbatube. I know it's been a long while, and I said I'll actually do this one, but yeah. And most likely the one video I did already for Brandon to the Past, I most likely will release it, but it depends on if he does hear this video and he's like, wait, you're going to use one of my video footage? Then I'll hopefully will make sure to not step on his toes, even though he just did with that little recovery of, oh my gosh, that's the freaking video I was supposed to have made. Yeah, so, my goodness. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more. I will continue doing this, and hopefully it'll become popular. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.